There is nothing I've done in this world that's more satisfying than serving God. It brings peace to you, it brings a joy that's not explainable. I cannot even explain it. My name is Nathan and I live in Birmingham here in the UK. So after graduating with a master's in engineering, I finished my university at the time where it was COVID time. And during that time I started looking for a job, and it was difficult, but I thought it was because of COVID. So an opportunity came to work as a technician, a level 3 technician, and I jumped on the opportunity, hoping since it's engineering, I'll have career progression. But to my surprise, it did not happen as I thought, and it wasn't easy as I thought. And when I started working at that place, I remember walking from one office to another, trying to explain my skills, what I can offer to the company, but to no avail. They just did not have room for me. They did not really, I didn't feel appreciated for the kind of qualifications I had, since I was actually a level 6. I had qualified as a level 6. This kind of led to me moving from one job to another. In a space of 3 years, I had 5 job roles. And in that, all this was from a place where I was trying to have a better career, hoping for career progression, better opportunity. Because at every job I had been at, I didn't feel as if I was contributing as much as I could. Since I was level 6, I just thought there's still more in me. The job that I had didn't really meet my skill sets. So at the time, it was so frustrating. You know, I was jumping from one interview to another to no avail. Even having changed multiple jobs, now on my CV, it did not really look good. Started being suspicious to recruiters. Even when I used to call recruiters, they would be questioning me, how come you're changing jobs so much? So it was so much frustration in me. I was unhappy in my heart. As much as I was grateful that I still have a job, but deep down in my heart, I was very, very unhappy. And also, I was planning to get married. And you can't really plan much because you're not settled enough. Like, you're not in one place. I was moving from one city to another, and I had a lot of traveling as well. But then it happened in 2023, I would say June, July time. God put it in my heart to volunteer at God's TV. At this point, I've been following God's TV team on social media, on YouTube. I've been watching Brother Chris listen to the messages. And I just thought, I want to give back to God as much as He's been grateful to me in so many ways. As much as I did not have much breakthrough in my career at that time, I was still grateful for God for what He's been doing in my life. So at that point, I went on the website, God's TV website. There was a volunteer form there. I filled it up. And by God's grace, the team got back to me. And I remember they're like, we are happy for you to join the team. And I remember speaking to Brother Chris. He said to me, you joining us is not going to be a transaction. You're not going to join it because you want God to do something for you. Let it come from your heart, and you'll be surprised what God will do for you. And I had this in my heart. And when I joined, I met the wonderful team. It was beautiful I was so pleased to be part of the team. It was a miracle itself to be part of the God's TV team. And at that time, I was working in London, which was far from home. It was far also from Wales, the studio. And having been part of the team, I was so eager I wanted to be more available to the work of God, to serve every weekend. I wanted to be there whenever I'm required. And I had it in my heart that, God, if only I could have a job that could work Monday to Friday and free up my weekends. If only I could have a job that's closer to home. But as much as this is all in my heart, I'm so grateful that I still have this job that I was traveling to. And this job I was working, it also used overlapping weekends, so most of my weekends were not free. Then it so happened that 4 months in, after volunteering, an agency that I had not contacted in a long time, I had kind of given up on looking for jobs. I had given up even for asking for career progression. I was just kind of trying to be satisfied where I was, but I didn't have peace of heart. And they contacted me from nowhere. Then they rang me. Then they said, we have a job opportunity for you close to Birmingham where you live, and they offer me more money as well. I was like, at the point, I actually declined. I was like, I don't think I'm interested, because that man was not satisfying. And I just thought, it's a level 3 again. I'm just jumping from one job to another again. Then they came back again. They convinced me, like, just go on the interview and see what the interview will be like. And to my surprise, I saw the hand of God in that interview. I remember in the interview, instead of me convincing the managers that were interviewing me that please take me on as a company, this is what skill set I'm coming with, they were trying to convince me to join that company now. And it was so amazing to see how, when they had my CV in front of them, how much they started appreciating me, like something I'd never seen, something I'd never felt that way before. And in that sense, I was like, I'm ready to jump on the opportunity. They even invited me to come down to see their company, to see their site where they're working. And I remember when I was in the office there, when they gave me a tour around, they were still trying to convince me to join them, telling me where they're going as a company, how they'll carry me along as well. I like, wow, this is a surprise. And without that, I jumped on the opportunity and I started the job last year, January 2024. And as I was working there, since they promised me this career progression, it took longer than I expected. And as humans, you're always tempted to say, oh, maybe they've forgotten about me. Maybe it was not the other job I've just done what I used to do in the past, jumping from one job to another. And by God's grace, I stayed with them. And after a year, the director came to me and said, Nathan, we apologize that it's taken this long for us to promote you. But here is a job opportunity for you to lead a team that I'm working with. As much as I'm the youngest in the team, as much as some people there have more experience than me, they still said they see something that even myself, I don't understand what they see in me. And they're like, here's an opportunity for you to be a production lead. And I just saw the hand of God there then as I took the opportunity, and now I'm actually working as a production lead. And what surprised me, the director actually apologized for taking long to give me the promotion. But looking back, and from all the lessons I've learned from God's TV, God's time is really the best. And looking back, I understand that God was really trying to make me understand more about the role I was going to take, understand more of their company, understand more of the team that I was going to lead. And now, by God's grace, all glory to God, we are here. Right now, as they said, I'm quite settled. Even when the company plans, they carry me along with their plans where they're going. So that has led me into even planning getting married. I even got engaged, and I'm actually in the middle of planning a wedding, which is because I kind of, my future is kind of now a bit certain. And I'm also more available because at TV, which is good to be able to serve God. It's so satisfying. Usually, so I'm mostly in the technical team, we're mostly behind the cameras. Yeah. My advice usually, I would say mostly to the young adults, get involved in the things of God. There is nothing I've done in this world that's more satisfying than serving God. It brings peace to you, brings a joy that's not explainable. I cannot even explain it. And to parents, I really encourage them, please carry your children along with the things of God. If it's going to church, please go with them. If it's reading the Bible, please do with them. Let them know God, because we live in a world that's very distracting, especially to the youth. We live in a world that's so much going on. But if we focus only on Jesus, He's the way, and we will not lose our focus then.